little house compound farm thingy for the night. Get some information on the road ahead. Uh, then we found out we should give an offering to the forest as we go by, and we did so. Some of us publicly, some of us in private. We went further into the forest, followed the trail as far as it led, and then I believe Endless found some spirits, and we kind of followed them for a bit. We got to a pool. We were inspecting the pool, and then Pert decided it was a good time to take a shower, and got undressed, went under the waterfall, and got sucked into it by some sort of animated water animation spell or something. Ended up figuring out how to stop that by Zoe eventually finding a rune carved under the waterfall. Blew that up, water dissipated, and then we said, fuck this, and decided to go off to the other path. This path up. You said there was two routes. One was the waterfall and the river going up there, and then one off to the sort of.
Hang on a second, guys. Sorry about that.
I think that about covers it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as I recall, we briefly inspected the waterfall and there was nothing there, so we decided to follow the other river out of the.
But what river? I didn't get clear if we're going up or down.
We were going.
So there were
Sideways.
two rivers that fed into this lake. The one that you followed, and a larger one that was the waterfall. And then there's one that goes out.
Yes. Was the one that we followed was going in though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we now we're starting following the one going out.
Yes, we're going downriver.
Okay.
Go with the flow.
Waterfall was obviously feeding in. Well, unless the waterfall was somehow flowing backwards, and
that would have been notable enough for me to say something. All right. So after your excitement at that little pool, you all decide to follow this other creek that flows out and deeper into the forest. And you walk along it away from the pond, trees towering overhead. There are thick green canopies, somehow doing little to prevent sunlight getting through. The sound of trickling water accompanies you as you journey deeper into the forest.
What time of the day is it?
I think you said it was early afternoon when we left.
No, you left in the morning. I think it is getting to be like late afternoon, early evening.
So, what if we stop for lunch?
I mean, if we're hungry, then sure. I'm assuming that the forest isn't so overgrown that the horses are having a hard time.
Because you are following the river and you're kind of walking a little bit in the river, you're okay. You think the horses would have a hard time if you were to just walk straight through the bush.
Right, if we were to go 10 feet to the left or right of the river, it'd be a little hard.
As we are traveling down the river, I would like to just keep an eye out on the banks for whatever the fantasy equivalent of a yucca is.
All right.
So just like a root vegetable?
Well, no, specifically the soapy kind. I want
I have
something
no
that
idea
makes
what you're
soap.
talking about, but you can make me a perception check anyways.
I'm looking for something to make soap out of.
You can make soap out of fire ash.
Perception.
As you and your horses walk down this river, you sort of keep an eye out to the sides of the water for this thing. You don't find it. I still have no idea what you're talking about.
A root,
Oh,
an
well.
edible root.
Yes, I think.
Okay, so I start pointing everywhere. So lunch, 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 lunch.
You're hungry, we get it.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Just find a clear-ish place to stop, I guess.
Let's stop for lunch.
All right. Where you are right now, it is either you're in the river or you're in the very thick forest.
I respect that you're hungry, Fire, but this does not seem like a good place to stop for food.
Maybe we just eat while we continue to walk.
Maybe you eat a good shroom.
Maybe I want a short rest.
What?
Maybe what I want is a short rest.
Well, it's not feasible right now.
Oh. Okay.
This is what you get for blowing your wild sheep for fun.
What the fun, you fucker?
We press on.
All right,
Yes.
you press on. Some of you munching on rations and or mushrooms along the way.
Shrooms.
After about half an hour, indeed, the forest actually opens up into a small clearing that the creek just kind of skirts the left edge of. Looking to the right, you see these like calf-high grasses waving gently in the little bit of breeze that's around, and two strange-looking towers of rock jutting out of the ground.
Like waypoint markers or something? Like the forest equivalent of an Inukshuk?
Maybe?
We saying like how high the rocks are.
They're about like maybe 8 feet tall, and they're not like really smooth and polished, obviously man-made sort of elements. The exterior of these like columns is very jagged, and you can see what looks like some cracks traveling through them at kind of odd angles.
So it's not like stacked stones or anything like that.
No. It looks to be one piece of rock, but it's very rough and cracked.
Are there any markings on them?
Not that you can see from here. You can get a little closer though if you want.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and kind of inspect the entire area, including those. Just looking for danger or signs of what this might mean.
Sure. You can make me an investigation check. All right. Are you staying on your horse or are you hopping off your horse?
As long as the grass isn't too tall, I would take the horse.
Okay.
If it looks like it's gonna have trouble getting around, then I'll hop off.
The horse, like the grass is taller, but it's not that tall. The horse is okay. Looking around this clearing, it's not like a big clearing. Oops, I almost dropped my pencil. But the only thing that's really here is the river and these rock columns.
Quick question. Before I get any closer, do they look at all visually similar to the rocks that we encountered back in Alcuara?
No. The things that you fought back in Alcalara were like hewn stone and metal, kind of shaped into like a humanoid form.
No, not the Shield Guardians. The piles of rocks that were outside
Ooh, no, they do
that
not.
that infected. I can't
They do
remember her
not.
name. Okay. Then I
These ones
continue.
are kind of like a medium dirty brown color, and those were gray, and they were like like had a bunch of spikes coming off of them, and these are more just like straight.
So you said
Towers.
like there are 2 points, like 2 horns.
Just like two stone
Hoods.
stone columns
Do
coming up out of the ground.
join like make the angle to start joining on the top or no?
No.
Okay.
Um,
Are they angled or just straight up?
they are more or less standing straight up. There's like a little bit of angle to them just because of the roughness of their exterior. Rizwan, as you take your horse and lead it away from the creek and towards these stone columns, and you can get a little bit of a better look at them. You can indeed see these like large cracks that travel through them at kind of odd angles. The outside looks very like rough and almost crumbly.
As I'm getting closer, I still don't see any writing or anything though.
Nope. You keep getting closer, and as you get like a little bit closer to one, and you get a little better look at them, you can like looking at the cracks. You're like, that almost looks like a pair of arms are on the edge of this thing, and then it starts to move.
Whoa.
Wow.
Dang it.
Cool.
I would like you to make an animal handling check as your horse starts to freak the fuck out.
All right. No whammies. It's whammies.
It's sure your dice today.
Yep.
I borrowed them yesterday.
You take 3 points of damage as your horse bucks you off. And we are going to roll initiative.
Where should we spawn?
You should be at the bottom of this map. Rizwan, you should be in front of one of these two, whichever you so desire. Okay.
Not a horse, where are you?
For simplicity's sake, can we assume that our horses just run off to a safe distance?
Yes. We're
Okay.
not. That's too much to deal with.
Assume I am on not a horse.
I can control not a horse. Ah.
Don't do that, please.
No problem. So you're not there. When do you put yourself there?
Because I don't like stacking tokens like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it can.
Like I'm hidden under not a horse, but
There is a way that you can. How do you move tokens forward and backwards?
Right click and then move 2 back. Although that, well, no, that won't because that's on the map layer.
There.
Hey,
Who are we missing?
I don't see the difference.
We
Emma.
are missing.
I'm still missing one.
Yes,
did I not roll it?
Castanid.
Sorry,
That's
I
fine.
thought I rolled it. My bad. Should I roll for horse as well?
No, horse is gonna go on your turn for simplicity's sake.
That's fair.
Great initiative rolls.
Boy, oh boy. Fire, you're first.
How?
You see these stone columns start to shift as Rizwin gets closer, and her horse freaks out, rears up, and she is unable to take hold of the reins and force it down, and she ends up sliding off the back and onto her butt.
Okay. Sure, start with a bang. I will cast Wall of Beef, I think, maybe.
Alright. So you're
Wall of
casting...
could be beef.
Wall
Wall
of
could be
maybe.
beef.
Wall
what
of
level?
maybe.
What?
8 CR, one quarter.
1/4? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. You wave your hands and sort of slam your staff on the ground, casting the spell. And out of the thin air, you see these like little 8 points of light, and it's sort of into existence. 8 constrictor snakes.
Yes! Wait, normal constrictor snake.
Yeah.
Right. They should be small, I think.
Nope, they're large.
Then, ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think Jamie, it's better if you give me access to the token because
Oh yes, that
I
was.
can move them.
Wall of noodles.
Alright, Costa.
Oh, the noodles.
So I would like to leave this fight.
Where is it? I saw
Wall
it.
of Beyond Meat.
Tastes like chicken.
Alright,
I don't.
Costa, you should be able to see it now.
Ah, there it is. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. You go there, you go there, you go there, you go there, 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 and there. And they roll initiative.
They're going on your initiative just for simplicity.
But they... okay.
Well, you've already rolled it now, okay. And they go right before you, so that's fine.
So, I have
I think
snacks.
you
Go,
have
my
snacks.
snacks.
Roll their hit points.
Alright, fuck. Percentage. I will keep track of everyone.
Okay.
Bonus action Shillelagh and good night.
Okay. It is the golem's turn. As Fire's casting his spell, they are starting to stand up to their full giant height. And number 1 looked towards Rizwin, and then all of these yellow and white snakes just appeared out of nowhere, and it is going to slam. It takes its fist and just aims a punch at one of the snakes right in the face.
That's a grand slam.
Yeah.
That one?
He dead.
And he gets another one, to that one.
Okay.
That too is a grand slam.
Yes. The other one, um, instead of aiming its fists towards these snakes, takes a second, and you see it almost do this like power-up stance.
It's going
And then-
Super Saiyan.
It is going Super Saiyan, and then lightning fast, its fist just flies out towards one of the snakes. That one.
My snakes.
And that's its turn. Hurt.
You need to reorder. You need to do order.
Oh shit, sorry.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, Pert will dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Actually, Pert will attempt to hide behind the wall of snakes.
Alright.
Wrong button, but a 10, so 21.
Let's see. Okay. You think you're hidden?
Then he will use his move equivalent action to circle. Well, okay. Move and action to circle around behind this one.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Okay. Rizwin, you are on your butt, and there are a whole bunch of snakes towering over you, standing in between you and these golems.
Can I just quick see, is there anything about these golems that indicate a way to shut them down as opposed to just killing them?
You can take your action to try to perceive some sort of like shut-off mechanism or magic rune or something.
Nah, I don't care that much. Instead, I'm going to move.
Remember that you have to stand up.
Yeah. Boy, I can't really get anywhere useful with 15 feet. I will move there.
Mm-hmm.
That hits both of them with that line, right?
Yes, I do believe. Do the friendly creatures have to make the save as well?
That's an excellent question. Let me check the card.
Yeah.
If it's a javelin, I bet yes.
Yeah, it's just each.
Yeah, each creature.
I mean, they're snakes, not party members.
Yeah, they're not.
They're party snakes.
They're magical snakes. So I will. Okay, so I make the attack roll against number 2,
Okay.
and then everything in the path makes the dexterity saving throw 13.
Okay. That hits number 2.
So it's 8 damage to number 2, and then 17 or half on the save. And does number 2 also take the lightning damage?
What does it say on the card?
Yes, on the hit, the target takes damage from the javelin plus 46.
Alright, so number 1 fails to get out of the way of this javelin, and as lightning streaks through the air, it sort of courses up this thing's fists. And your javelin flies straight through the snakes, and 2 of those snakes have to make saves.
They're dead anyway.
Oh, okay. Your lightning, as the javelin flies, the lightning also travels to a couple of the snakes, and they tense up and pop out of existence almost immediately.
Ask him from behind. My cabbages!
Sorry, fire.
25?
Yeah, 25.
Okay. And your javelin does indeed bury itself in the thigh of this other.
Sorry. Hold on 1 second. It might not.
Does Glide Golem doesn't have precision to lightning?
It does not, surprisingly enough.
That's other things, but
It's more than 30 feet away from me, though, so I have to make the attack at disadvantage, and I assume a 10 misses.
Oh, yes, a 10 does miss. But it still takes the lightning damage, right?
The creatures in the path do. It does not.
Okay. In that case, strangely fast for something as large and hefty as this, it sort of swivels out of the way and the javelin sailing past.
Wait, you made a save for both golems?
No, the second golem doesn't have to make a save.
because it is the target.
Yep.
But you sizzled the first one a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Will you allow me to take my second attack with a different weapon? It doesn't matter because I'm more
Yeah,
than
you're
10
too
feet
far
away.
away. Anyways, I'll say
Okay.
you can use your bonus action to pull your weapon out.
Okay, that's my turn. So
Yeah. Okay, Emma.
Ah.
Right, Camille has new art. Nice. Chinese boy.
Yeah. I'll tell Melis to go attack number 2.
All right. That hits.
Woohoo!
It tries to swivel out of the way like it did with it, but one of the tentacles of Melis just kind of catches it on the knee. That being said, Melis, like the spines on Melis's tentacles, sort of rake across it, and you hear this like nails on chalkboard awful sound as it scrapes against the rock.
So it did nada.
It did something, just not a lot.
Okay.
It did not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
We all felt it. Don't worry,
Yeah.
Guasta.
I just
No, I saw thing.
No. Anything else, Mist?
Also, I'm Hunter's Mark number 2, and I'm a shoot number 2.
Okay. That hits. Alright, you bury an arrow into its backside.
Yay!
You're staying where you are?
Ah. Ah.
Okay, Kamail.
I have my lance out, and I'm just gonna move to there while I'm riding up. That's-
I got very confused for a second.
Yes, the
Yeah.
horse. I am the horse.
Okay. Alright.
Kamal has turned into the druid.
Oof.
Woof, woof. Has Camille ever done mounted combat before?
I'm assuming he was trained in it.
Sure. But
Been
I
a
think
while.
it's been a while.
Been a
And
while.
doing mounted combat out in the real world is very different from
Trained.
doing it in training, as Camille has just discovered. So you whiff with your lance. Anything else?
I'll move a little further and do my second attack.
Excellent. Okay, yeah, that's fine. 20 hits.
I don't have Thunder Smite in my thing. I'll just roll it.
That's cool. Just roll 2d6.
Smite.
Okay.
And then it does. It needs to make the.
Also, remember your weapon damage.
Hmm?
Your weapon
Oh, yeah.
damage?
What about my weapon damage?
You haven't rolled it yet.
Oh yeah, the
Okay. 18's a save, right?
am I spellcasting DC?
Yeah.
It is a 16. So yes, I said.
Okay. So it takes half the. No.
No, if it fail, it get pushed.
Right. Okay. It does not get pushed. But it still takes 13 damage.
Mm-hmm. And I'll use the remaining like 10 feet of movement.
All right. The tip of your lance manages to catch it on the side of the head this time, and this little explosion comes out of it, and the golem's head just sort of rocks back a little bit, but it stands firm.
Just when Camille's cool.
Yeah, Zoe.
Zoe does not like Snake.
Snake loves Zoe.
So let's see here. Owl will fly in and help Hurt by being distraction, so he gets advantage on his next attack. On number 1.
Okay.
And then, trying to remember how to combat again. Eldritch Blast on number 1.
All right. Those both hit. All right. Your two little balls of Eldritch Blast go flying and impact this thing's side. You see like little tiny fragments of rock kind of scatter at the impact. Anything else?
Why did you summon snakes?
I got nerfed.
I didn't like the wall of beef either.
Wall of beef is awesome.
That is it.
Okay.
Okay.
Warhorse?
Warhorse. You can delete Warhorse. I don't know why it rolled. I think I
Okay.
hit it by accident.
All right. It is your snakes.
Snake number 1 will go around here and try to constrict. Snake number 2 will go will stay there and also try to constrict.
That hits.
And he's restrained.
All right.
And snake number 3 doesn't know another trick.
Where is the net? Okay, he is restrained. This is snake number 3?
Yes.
Alright, then that one also hits.
Woohoo! Restrict. Everyone restrain. Restrain, constrict words. That's it.
Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to think that. Alright. Wow. Alright, Fire, it is your turn.
I go and hit with my mighty shillelagh.
Okay.
Mighty shillelagh.
That misses.
What? But the other one hits.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
I
at
have,
advantage.
Stop.
I have advantage.
Alright. You bring your staff down and it just like seems to move out of the way and you're like, what the fuck? And then your staff lands right on its foot.
Oh, I feel that.
Feel this. Whole 6 damage. Great. I glad we talked.
Alright. You see the sort of unnatural rapid movements of the second golem start to slow down. I shall roll to see if it regains. Oh, it does. But it is not going to use it. It is instead going to slam the snake that is wrapped around it.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
13.
Is still pulverize it.
That's one way to break out of a grapple.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing just reaches up and like takes the snake head and just like rips this thing in two.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it would do.
My snakes.
And then it is going to level a slam at Fire, who just hit it in the foot really hard.
I feel that.
14?
That does not hit.
Alright. Its fist just goes like inches over your head. You feel your hair kind of whistle in the wind. Number 1 is going to take a second and do that same like power up stance that the other one did.
Disadvantage. But
Yes, but it's not disadvantaged to cast haste.
oh,
But it will then get to attack your snake at disadvantage, I believe.
yep. Haha, the snake survives.
All right. It just can't quite get its arms free enough to do the same maneuver as the other one did. Bert.
So if I had advantage for 3 reasons, do I get super advantage?
No.
You get a cookie.
I mean, I like cookies. Alright, well, Pert's been studying this thing, so he's going to attempt to assist the snake without stabbing the snake.
All right. That hits.
That's
Look,
very
All right.
12.
it
Yes,
says
you.
snake. It says snake.
Sneak.
No, don't worry.
Oh. Sneak. Yeah. Your rapier lands on this golem and takes like a little bit of a chunk out of it. But it sends like your rapier hitting stone just sends a shockwave up your arm.
I don't know how effective we're against these things. Bonus action disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Rizwan.
Okay, so normally when Rizwan stabs something, she just kind of stabs it. But this time she takes a couple extra seconds and she does like a wind up in a spinny, crazy, almost like monk shit, but not actually monk shit. And will attack this thing 4 times, also using action surge and not hitting the back button. Hold on.
Bandage.
And hopefully this rolls correctly. Let me check the first one.
Oh.
Nice.
weapon master. That
So
first one
that's-
hits.
Yes, 21.
Oh my god, Nibbles.
Good
He
lord.
dead. He's super
Dang.
dead.
Can
He
I
might
assume
be.
that they all hit?
Yes.
Lowest one's an 18.
Yeah, that still hits. Now remember, these are all halved because you don't have a magic weapon.
I don't care. It's lots of really big numbers.
Yeah. Alright,
He swapped out his dice.
Well,
So
I
that's a
mean,
total
big
of.
numbers turn to half
50,
small numbers.
60.
Still a lot of numbers.
I can't do that in my head.
That's okay. That's why I have a calculator. 39 damage after the halve.
Nice.
Pretty good. Your glaive whirls around and you start taking like little chunks off this thing. It's,
Oh, sorry. Can I make one of those a goading attack as well? Sorry.
Sure. What do I have to do?
So it's an extra 1 damage,
Okay.
and it needs to make a saving throw. Wisdom 15.
Huh. Well. Uh-huh.
Womp womp.
Not the wisest things in the world. All right. You have successfully got its attention.
All right. Oh, it already had disadvantage. Oh well, too late.
You did 1 more damage.
I didn't know that it already had disadvantage, so. And I will rotate around it a little bit, making sure to stay out of its threat range. And that's my turn.
All right, Emma.
Kitty keeps attacking.
That hits.
More nails on a chalkboard.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My turn.
That hits. Okay.
Again.
That one misses. It just sort of goes in between, like under its elbow, and buries itself in the grass beyond.
Darn.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Kamal.
Okay. To do the waypoints, it's the ruler thing, right?
Yeah.
If you're moving, just click to start dragging, and then right-click wherever you want to make a turn.
Gotcha.
I guess you have to right-click where you start as well.
I'm confused. Select move, right?
Yeah, so you have like the arrow just like you're going to normally move,
Yeah.
and then you pick it up and start dragging it. Right-click once, and that'll set the starting point.
Oh,
And
okay,
then
gotcha.
you move like 10 feet and right-click again and whatever.
Okay, so that's not what I want. As I pass by Rizwin, I'm going to reach out and touch their shoulder, just lean down the saddle. And cast Magic Weapon.
Ooh.
And now Rizwin's glaive is glowing white. And as I pass by goal number 1, I'm going to smash it with my lance.
You have advantage.
All right, I do.
That hits.
And smite.
Your lance
Yeah.
is not magic, right?
No.
Okay.
Smite is. Lance
Yes,
isn't.
this might is.
And then doing something fancy, I'm going to cross my lance over my body as I pass by one and hit two on the other side.
Okay.
And we'll smite again. Why not?
Math is hard. Okay. All right. So Kumail does some awesome shit. Sort of hitting one with the lance and then flipping the lance over and hitting the other as he rides by. And you are just a little ways out of their reach for them to try and hit you back.
Yep.
Rizwin
Mr.
is
Fancy.
impressed.
Mm-hmm.
So shiny.
Zoe.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with Owl flying over to help get the help action to rain fire, so he can actually possibly hit with the Solely,
Thank you.
and then Zoe will again just shoot number.
Okay.
The crit.
18 hits. Oh, I did not. Yeah, the first one's a crit. They both hit. That's number one, right?
Yep.
All right.
And Zoe's magic is magic.
Yes, it is.
Wait, what?
If you believe in magic.
Snakes.
Snakes know the thing that they need to do. The number one. It's a 12.
That misses.
Number 2. It has advantage.
Wait, you mean? Oh, I
Is-
see. Okay, we're just
This
backwards.
one. Yeah.
That one hits.
7 and continue to be grappling.
Yes.
It is constricting a pile of clay.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, fire.
Thank you, Zoe. Okay. I can do this. Shilele.
That
Yay.
hits.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Half that
Alright.
damage is mine.
I will get you back later.
Plus it's magic damage because shillelagh.
I don't want a good shroom.
So, at the start of the golem's turns, the first one, that sort of power-up stance fades. All right. So number one is it can't move, right?
It cannot.
They can try to escape.
And I'm over there just going me, 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 me.
Yeah. What's the rule, like, if you can't get to the thing that, like, the way the goading attack works, if the monster can't get to you?
It's just if it attacks something other than me, it's at disadvantage, which it
Disadvantage,
already
okay.
is.
Okay, so it's going to attack the thing that is holding it.
No, my snake. He has been good.
No, my advantage.
He is decisively dead.
Yes. And then it takes one step towards Rizwin and is going to try to do this thing.
I don't like it. That hits.
All right.
You are lower
What's your
AC
AC?
than I?
15.
It's... Told you to keep the plate mail.
We already gave it away.
I told you to keep it.
Oh, I
This
have to
thing
make
just
a
takes,
saving
like-
throw.
Yes.
That's a 9.
All right.
So
so your
my
maximum hit points
maximum is
are
reduced by 20.
yeah.
Cool.
This thing
Love this
just
for
takes
me.
like two steps towards you, and like its fist just slams down on top of you, and you manage to like duck out of the way of it hitting your head, but it still catches you in your bad shoulder.
I just realized that it's not a good idea to get hit like one of those.
Sure isn't.
No, they're bad. Number 2 is going to level a punch at the other snake.
What?
And miss, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Other magic, it doesn't have to be Great Restoration.
But from that level,
Mm-hmm.
dang.
That depends on champion.
Also, we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, you don't. But is going to, missing the first time, the golem will again try to attack the snake.
He's attacking my snake?
Yeah.
Are there any other snakes?
Alas, the beautiful race is dead.
All right. With all of the snakes gone, that ends their turns. Pert.
So Pert was trying to hide behind the horse. So
Don't hide behind
bonus
the moving
action
object.
stealth.
Yeah, you're kind of you're in the trees, so you can do a stealth. Yeah,
yes.
they're not gonna see you.
The blue tree.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The walking blue tree.
All right.
And he's going to try to take down number 1 again.
That has a pointy stick.
That hits.
Alrighty.
All right. Once again, your rapier impacts very hard earth, and some of it crumbles away. This number 1 is it's starting to look like a lot more crumblier.
Alrighty.
And you can definitely see the wear and tear of all of your attacks on it. Rizwin.
Just number one.
Okay. I will attack the
Number 2
thing.
is looking kind of hurt, but number 1's looking significantly more hurt.
Don't have advantage. But I do have +1.
You also
Oh,
now
wait.
have a magical weapon.
I will see how the first attack goes before I decide what to do on the second attack. That's a 18.
That hits.
Remember, +1 damage.
So 21 damage.
All right, you have magic weapon.
Yep.
All right. Your first attack cleaves through one of its arms.
Alright, I will do the same thing again. Sorry. There we go.
But it's
Why is
magical
it
discipline?
-4 instead of -5? Oh,
Because
Because
that's
the magic
+1.
weapon is +1.
Okay.
The math checks out.
I have so many check marks going on here. That's 11.
11 does not hit. You
Okay.
think this thing is pretty close to being done, but you can't quite finish it off.
And severely failing my wisdom check, I will back away from this thing.
It will get an attack of opportunity on you. How?
Oof.
Oh.
Give me a con save.
Oh my god.
How much is your max HP now?
You don't know.
How bad do you look?
Not great.
Were you hitting the same shoulder again?
Yep.
Yeah, this one.
Probably am down on one knee also.
Yeah, this one like levels a kick at you, and you like the momentum of it helps carry you away from it. Emma.
The kitty, continue!
All right. That hits.
Woohoo! And I go!
That number 2.
All on
Okay,
number.
that also hit. All right. Uh, 13. 14 just hits.
Woohoo!
All right. You have another couple of arrows that are like in the neck of this thing, and it's starting to. There's some wear on that one too. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Kameo.
I'm gonna run it back. Me
Cloppity
there
clop.
first.
Okay, number 2 first.
Yep.
That hits.
And then there.
All right. That hits. Oh my god. Excellent. You needed that divine smite to get that one last HP.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta read what the DM's saying.
It opens like its rocky mouth towards you as if to roar, but no sound comes out. And you just aim your lance and get it right in that mouth and pop its head off.
Just this flare of white light just explodes the head.
Yes. And with a shower of pieces of rock, this thing falls to the ground. And is now grappled.
Alright. And just wheel the horse into ready to make another pass.
Alright, Zoe.
So Zoe's watching her friend get badly hurt, and seems like she might not be able to come back from it, right? And doesn't want to see her other friends get hurt. So she will. I accidentally closed my window.
Yeah, I was wondering
She
who
will
left.
send. I'm looking around trying to find my tab. I'm like, what? Where is it? So she will send Owl to go be a distraction,
Alright.
and will shoot a guiding bolt at level 3
Mm-hmm.
at number 2.
Alright, give me a roll.
Distraction for who?
Herself.
Alright.
Oh.
So,
Gotcha.
She's commanding.
That hits. Is it +4?
yes.
Warlock stuff?
War.
Excellent. Hey, nice.
Well, hey, you don't get damaged by Cameo if you stand next to him. He's going on Super Saiyan.
I'm
damage
sorry
less.
that your
The
higher
actual levels
levels
were
were-
shit.
yeah. yeah.
Yeah, I like to have like, apparently a lot of doubles in that. 17, 17, 2s, 22, 1, 1.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
24 damage though. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, you aim your finger towards the thing, and as the owl is flying around its head, you let go of this radiant beam that hits it like square in the back of the like between the shoulder blades and creates this big like crater in its back. And it now, just for like just for like a few seconds, is going to be glowing in this radiant light. So whoever attacks it next has advantage.
Stay away from my friends.
Fire.
How hard it looks.
Pretty hurt.
Ah. I will run saying, God damn it, Rizwin! And I will put my staff on my offhand and cast Flame Blade on my user hand.
Ooh.
Flamey sword. And I would attack with it. Like this.
That hits. That's enough. That is exactly what you needed.
Oof.
You lunge forward with this flame blade, and it sinks right into the chest of this thing. And its fists just sort of fall to its side, and it crumbles into dirt at your feet.
Yay.
I hopped down off my horse and go to heal Rizwan.
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
I'm only down 6 hit points.
Well, you get
6 from 12.
6 hit points back.
All right. I assume you lay on hands.
We had a long rest, and so I used healing hands. So I'll just use my normal. Well, we didn't have that, so I just used 6 points of my lay on hands.
Okay. So you give some healing to Rizwin, and she perks up a little bit, but she still looks very hurt. These wounds that she's sustained look like your magic wasn't able to heal them.
She's trying to play it off.
Her shoulder looks much lower than normal.
Insight with advantage because I've healed Rizwan a bunch.
They're not
We
that
know you,
deep.
buddy.
It's alright. I also retrieve my javelin.
Yes.
What do you think? Do I know Rizwan enough to know that she's trying to act macho?
I mean, he's definitely trying to act macho, but y'all before and
Yeah, okay, but the fact that the bruises and the scrapes and whatnot didn't just heal like normal? Like, is that obvious to me, or?
there definitely. I think you can tell because you're a magic healer that there are still some wounds that remain, but like she seems okay. Like still kind of hurt, but okay.
Can I propose the phrasing, she seems as good as she could be given the situation?
Yeah.
Okay, darling, come. Look at me. I grab his face.
You're slipping into
Hey.
Claudia.
Oh, sorry. Look at me. I open his eyes, say I do medicine.
Yeah, Rizwin still has some injuries.
That's not right.
I'll just, I'll sleep it off. We have more traveling to do. And I start walking
You're an
over
idiot.
towards my
Stop
horse.
Don't pop it too hard. I have
I
a
just
spell
put my
can
hand
do.
in front of her.
Actually, question, is my shoulder actually out?
I don't think so, but it hurts like a bitch.
Yeah, I would think the laying hands would have popped it back in its socket, probably.
That's historically something we've had to do manually.
Yeah, that's not. I think that's something that you would have to do in addition to the lay on hands.
Fair.
Okay. All right. Can we say that I have to do that then?
Sure.
So she pops it back in and cannot maintain the facade after that, and
I feel that.
audible pain and stumbles
Yeah,
a little bit.
Rizwin goes white.
Oh, okay, you're sitting down on that log right now.
Okay, let me try something. Maybe it'll help. And I will cast Lesser Restoration.
All right. You cast your spell around with Rizwin. And you sense the magic go out and into her, but it doesn't seem to have anything to latch on to.
Well, what's a try? You see, you need a snack. Take a good room.
I kind of raise my eye at Zoe's like,
She eats the good shroom without a complaint.
Okay. You're not right.
I
You don't
mean,
need vegetables.
okay, maybe, but
nothing.
what are we gonna do about it?
That's what we are assessing right now.
Yes, because right now you're a liability, and we're not going anywhere until you're not a liability.
What's a liability?
Danger.
Rizwan gives that look also back at Camille when he says liability. She's hurt, but she's not that hurt.
You are not at top shape.
You get to stand in the back row with me now.
So do you want to give her a once over? See if you see anything we don't.
I already try what I can. Ed, you're with the doctor. Can you look at it?
Pert's not there.
Oh, where's the blue freak went?
You don't know. He rolled a nat 20 on his stealth.
I mean, we're in a clearing.
There.
There are some trees around. Like, the clearing's not that big.
So, wait, you said stare. You staring at Zoe? Or Brisbane?
Yes.
I
I mean, she's just sitting there right now. She stopped putting up a fuss.
Okay, at least let's take a short rest. Let's take a breath. See maybe what these things. Maybe we're guarding? Maybe.
Yeah.
Jamie,
Mm-hmm.
so I would like to look for a squirrel.
Okay. Give me a perception
Alma
check.
and Nellis will help you.
Pert, you're in a clearing.
Okay.
Found it.
If I was level 14, I could get rid of that real quick.
Zoe, you spend 10 minutes and you see some squirrels sort of darting through the trees, but none that are close enough that you could easily get.
Pert will
Yes.
Pert will return and investigate number one. What's left of number one instead? Then.
All right. With a 21, you pick through the dirt and rubble that is the remains of this thing. You don't find any you don't find anything that isn't just dirt.
So
It's just dirt.
There isn't even like a hitting rune or a scroll or anything.
Nothing. There might have been some sort of runes, but not all spells that are tied to things require runes.
Yeah, no, just I was hoping that because the waterfall had a rune,
Mm-hmm.
this might have a rune as well. Oh well. Too hopeful that there would be a sign that there was a related element of perhaps the same caster, I guess is what I'm saying.
Hey,
Um,
Jamie,
Yes.
there's nothing like this has ever happened in the books that Joey's reading, has there?
What wounds that are resistant to magic?
Yeesh.
Make a history check. And while you do that, we're gonna take a quick break. because I need the bathroom.
That shouldn't have been advantage, but it's still 21.
Oh, it's Cathaniel not here? And it?
It's break time, anyways.
Okay. I'm going to get water.
I'm gonna sit here and continue crocheting.
For once, I don't need to go to the bathroom.
Who are you? What'd you do with David?
I murdered him and woke up an hour early.
So waking up early does wonders for your bladder?
No, usually it's the other way around. My bladder's the reason why I wake up early.
I woke up starving. It was really annoying.
Yeah.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Hello, back.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
Did no Cathan had left for computer troubles?
Ah, okay. Poor Cathandid. Hopefully they're
Did he?
not. No clue.
I'm back.
He just said had to restart.
Oh, okay.
So, hey Kawasta, welcome back.
Water.
Hmm.
Team thumbs.
Cathanid, you have rejoined us.
Hopefully.
Or maybe not.
Go.
Maybe not.
So, you guys want to hear something scary?
Sure.
I actually don't,
It's
but
not for you. It's about you, Jamie. So,
Oh.
Jamie,
Oh.
grocery shopping is scary.
Efficient?
Did she,
Oh.
did she get it done in 10 minutes?
If she tries to and then goes, "Oh, I need to be down that aisle, right, sharp right turn."
I don't know if we actually covered this. I have decided that in real life, Jamie is a monk. Because she has a 50-foot move speed.
No. She was moving faster than at PAX.
God.
I was trying to walk slow for the two of you.
It's terrifying.
But it was hilarious. She'd just be moving. Oh, I need to go this way. Abrupt. If she'd been driving a car, she would have flipped it.
I don't
Multi-aisle
know.
drifting.
Jamie, do you do big walks and stuff sometimes?
what does she doesn't do?
Not so much anymore. I used to.
Okay. I definitely
Don't you-
noticed after I did a bunch of walks that I started walking way faster just in general.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome
Hey!
Welcome back.
You're very low, but we can
Is
hear
everything okay?
Yeah, the computer just freaked out at me and restarted it. Decided to do brief Windows.
Hmm.
Boy, I know that feeling.
Yeah, green went green, and I'm like, oh. And I was like, that's not good.
Yeah, we are just cursed with computer troubles lately.
Shush. No.
Gonna
No, I
knock
don't
on-
have. No.
Okay, I'm back in. Don't know if you guys stopped immediately or something.
Yeah, we took a break.
We had a pause, yeah. Before we found out that you were having trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
All good. Okay.
Is everybody back?
I never left. I continued crocheting.
Ooh, what are you crocheting?
A hat.
Her
Nice.
dad's
Oh, yeah, for your
birthday
dad.
gift.
I
Does
mean,
he? Does he?
can
It's
your
a
dad hear
secret.
us?
Does he watch our stream?
You'd better not be streaming.
No,
We're
I'm
not
not
streaming.
no, Dad doesn't watch my stream. But I'm halfway there on different yarn
Nice.
because I ran out of the first yarn. I have more of it now, but I ran out of that one. But I had more of another color, so I'm making a second hat. And I'm halfway there.
Okay. Well, if we're all back.
I think so.
Consensus. So
All right. So as you all for a short rest, I assume there's stuff you would like to do.
I would like to sort of either investigate or help investigate the area, see if there's anything super out of the ordinary these constructs might have been guarding.
I will actually do a thing.
Okay.
I want to wait until I see everyone kind of busy and try to talk in private with Rizwan.
Okay. So first, we will have Kamal roll his investigation check. I assume you're doing investigation.
I was unless someone else is who is better at it, then I would assist them.
I investigated number 1 already.
I'm not investigating the golems. I'm investigating the clearing.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean to be rude, but Zoe was looking up history about magical effects that don't seem to be healing.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Sorry. So, yeah. You rolled
21.
21. Okay. You've heard of stories of like curses, or cursed items or something like that being able to injure somebody, and have that be resistant to healing magic.
All
But
right.
these don't seem like they didn't strike you as being really cursed creatures. Like they're big rock people.
That seems weird. But anyways, Zoe's gonna try to remove curse on Rizwood.
Okay.
I assume it does nothing.
Make an intelligence check. Okay. So you try the remove curse spell, and you are correct, it does nothing. But thinking about it for a while, you know that just from your previous experience with constructs, that constructs tend to be arcane in nature, whereas curses tend to be divine in nature. So if you had a spell that could potentially cancel out arcane magic.
Wink, wink.
Hi, Ty needs this explained.
Dispel
to
magic,
him.
probably.
Dispel magic.
Oh, Ty's dumb. And I think I have that spell.
I have it, but I would need to sleep.
Zoe is going to take an hour to think about this, and then cast a spell magic.
All right. So while you are thinking about this and perhaps consulting your notes, Kamal and Pert are scouring this clearing for something of interest. Pert, you can make an investigation check at advantage.
Woo hoo!
And you should, because I had a 0 investigation.
I have a 9. It's a medium stat for me.
Yeah, we realize that Ert is the finding person.
27. All right. Looking around this clearing, like you are turning over rocks, looking behind trees, lifting up stumps and leaves. You don't find any like obvious thing that these golems might have been guarding. While conducting your investigation, you do find a few like very thin animal trails.
Suggesting that
and
they did not respond to the animal's presence.
Potentially.
Okay. Do we notice like bones around the areas where the golems were stationed?
You do not. But with a 27, you do notice that there is there are some tracks through the grass that strike you as being not of an animal.
Alright, I will point these ones out and carefully outline them so that way me and Camille can inspect them specifically to try to figure out whether they suggest human or what and
Camille,
how old they are.
Camille, he points these out to you and you're like, I have no fucking idea.
I'm from an island. I don't know what these are.
So if it was footsteps in the sand, it would be better?
Probably.
Okay. So imagine a sand footprint about this big right here in that direction.
Is it about human-sized? Are there boot marks in it?
Are there any hints?
You would guess that it is about human-sized.
Roughly, yes.
But there's no like
it's not like
even like hobnail marks in it or anything like that.
No, it's not a war. The only reason I'm giving you this is because you rolled
a ridiculously high number. I get you.
Yes. There's no. It's not like there's like a worn trail of somebody walking in the same pattern all the time. You just see like some stomped down grass.
Someone definitely passed this way in the past.
Yes.
In the recent past, I'm guessing.
Yes.
All right. I will mark the trail as far as I can follow it, but if I break the clearing, then I'll simply mark that exit of the clearing and leave it for that until the rest is over.
Okay. Emma, what are you doing?
I'm making new arrows.
All right. So while Camille and Perner are running around, Emma sits down, starts to make new arrows, and Melis goes and rolls in the dirt carcass of the golems.
Asserting dominance.
Yes. Or just getting dirty.
Being a cat.
Why?
Fire, did you want to do a thing?
Yes, but I also want to know why my hit die is at D4.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, they changed it so you can set it now. You just click the D4 and you can change it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to talk kind of privately with Rizwin.
Would you like me to shift you into the other channel?
Yes, but I don't know how.
Take your time.
Okay. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if Zoe is close, she can try to eavesdrop?
That depends on if Zoe notices.
Yeah, depends on her. But
Zoe's deep in the think tank.
Yeah.
I would argue that she's deep in the think tank, but also worried about Rizwin. So it's probably like, think, look at Rizwin. Think, look at Rizwin. Think, look at...
That's
I,
fair.
I, what I want to say is I want to have a close conversation, but I understand we're close. So if you want to do that, I think it's possible.
Zoe, do you want to make a perception check?
She's thinking.
All right. You probably see Fire and Rizwin talking very low, but you can't quite. Maybe like can make out like one in every like 10 or 20 words.
Also, not out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
They have the conversation now and go do the shit that was on break.
All right. Quas and Nibbles.
I'm gonna raise up my internet while they're doing that.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ty disconnected?
He wanted to restart his internet while you guys were busy.
Ah, okay.
And back.
Welcome back.
I cast
Welcome
Fireball.
back.
Not so.
So it casts counterspell.
All right. So Zoe, you can tell that Fire and Rizwan are having like a short, hushed conversation. At one point, you hear Fire say "sure," but that's about all that you can catch from it.
I think you got just what you said.
Yeah, just the word that we heard Fire say.
Yeah.
Which was sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm done.
Zoe is waiting for 1 hour.
All right. It takes about an hour for Kamale and Pert to clean or comb through this entire area.
Oh, after that, I repaired Ghost Room to everyone.
Pert will eat one good shroom, which puts him at max HP.
They're good for
Where'd
your
you
health.
take 1 damage from?
No. I took damage from the waterfall and the underwater fight.
Oh, right.
And then I used 2 hit dice. But got
And I healed you
really
for 6.
shitty rolls.
Yeah, I remember.
Having already eaten one, Rizwan does not want to.
Yeah, you're okay. I'm getting the others. This is lunch.
All right. So after the hour passes, Emma, you have a couple new arrows, and Zoe, the light bulb goes on in your head.
Zoe smacks her head, walks up, pokes Rizwan, and casts Dispel Magic on.
All right. As you cast Dispel Magic, the wounds don't heal, but you have the feeling that something happened.
Ow.
Zoe uses her. Zoe casts Cure Wounds on Rizwan.
It works. Rizwan, your max HP is now back to normal. But your current HP is still where it
Wow.
was. Yeah.
It's still less than half. Those things hit hard.
Did the Cure Wounds restore the max HP?
Well,
No.
you need to
Well, so
cast the cure wounds.
Yes, but Jamie just said it works, so
The Dispel
I got
Magic
confused.
the Dispel Magic restored her max. Like it took away the effect that was keeping her max HP down, but her current HP is still hecka low.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice. And you see some of the bruises and scrapes on Rizwan start to recover.
Do you
Most of
still
them.
need a pat?
I think I'll be okay for the rest of the day now. Thank you. Thank you.
what
I'm
about the
feeling
light?
a little. Zoe says, I'm feeling a little tapped on magic at the moment.
Bap. Up you, they clap you on the shoulder and say, "Don't be an idiot." Heal you for 20.
For how much?
20 of my lay on hands pool.
Oh, 20.
Here's just make it
You're
15.
Okay, 15. I heal him too full or her too full.
Okay.
I feel it can be like filling the gas tank, and you just do it until it says full.
Yeah.
I just kind of goes like, oh, that's enough. That's enough. Don't want to overload her.
Yeah,
Poke, poke,
the handle
poke, poke.
Yeah.
breaks.
poke.
And
Don't want to be too touchy feely.
And when it says it's full, you can put another 5 gallons in there.
All right, Rizwin,
No
you
comment.
feel much better.
I do like those little stretches, like your arm isn't stiff after it's been stiff for a while and all that.
Yay. So, Bear, did you find anything awesome?
We found a trail, like a footpath, where someone walked through here a while ago. We don't know how long.
I can't date
To
it,
the forest again.
but
Maybe
it
I'm a-
exits the forest at this location, and I point off to 2 trees on the far edge of the clearing.
Maybe Emma can follow it. The clay thingies, the golems. Do you loot them?
The clay fire. Clay is everywhere.
I couldn't find any interesting traces. There's no runes that I can find, like the waterfall had runes. I don't know. I don't know for a fire.
Well,
I tried.
it's okay, friend.
What time of day is it? Still, like, is it getting dark?
Yeah, it's starting to stretch into dusk.
I'm gonna suggest we maybe, since this is a clearing and we know there's nothing else hostile here, we rest here.
Okay.
So he pulls out the maracas, does a dance for an hour to set up a bunch of alarms, and then goes to sleep.
All right.
So, before we go to sleep, I talk to everyone. I don't know if we have a good lead of like where to go.
I see why you would say that, but we've come across a warded pool, and then we came across 2 golems left out in the fields to deter people. I think we're on a very good path. Also, we have a path of someone who walked through here and obviously either survived the golems or deactivated them or didn't trigger them. So I'd say we're actually put on a good path. What makes you say that?
Or maybe they put them here to deter followers.
I don't know because we always know where to go more or less. I feel like now we're kind of hunting more
Yes, that's
good.
exactly what we're doing.
Well, so I don't waste it. I'm gonna cast again Conjure Animals, Jamie,
Okay.
for again eight animals,
Okay.
and whatever comes up, I'm gonna ask them to go around us and kind of look around and see what they find and investigate.
Don't ruin the trail.
Yeah.
All right.
Specifically, don't ruin the trail.
Okay. So you cast your spell, and 8 boars appear.
That works.
Yeah,
They're good at rooting things out.
they have good smell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go and do the thing. Kind of
I mean, they sure smell.
follow that track, but don't step on the track. Know what I mean?
The boars just kind of stare at you.
They can understand me. I have a thing.
They can. They're just staring at you.
Okay. Be sure to be back before they are an hour, because that's the whole spell.
Okay. They go trotting off into the forest in the direction that you pointed.
And kind of spread out, so
Yeah.
fanning out, looking for things.
Okay. Give me a second to think. Um, the boars come back. Nibbles. They do not find truffles.
Where did he say that?
He DM'd it to me. They come back at like the 59-minute mark.
Okay.
And they can talk to you.
Yes.
Can I just check that to be sure?
Okay. Yeah, let me see that.
They obey any verbal commands you issue them. I don't think they can talk, Costa.
No, they cannot talk, but they understand. Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Did you need to speak with animals before
They're
Yeah.
1 hour?
animals.
They're not animals, they're fae.
Oh.
One of the boars comes up to you and like digs its hoof into the ground a whole bunch,
Mm-hmm.
and then they all just disappear because the spell is up.
Where can I at least know? Because I suppose I'm prepared to that. Like, I know they cannot talk.
Mhm.
The one that dig the hole, I know where he went from, what direction.
They all went basically in the same direction, but in a line.
You're not helping me here,
So
Jamie.
they found
I mean,
something
like a-
that they wanted to dig up that direction. That's a good hint.
So like the sort of line that you're supposed to make if like you're looking for somebody in an avalanche or whatever, and you've got like one person here and then one person here and one person here. That's kind of what the boars did, is that they fanned out and all traveled the same direction.
Good. Okay. I mark with some sticks the direction that the board that signs that make a thing.
Does it happen to line up with the direction the path is? Like, is it relatively close to the path?
Yeah, vaguely. It's in that general direction.
Paired, remember this direction.
Yeah, that's why I scratched a mark on the tree.
Okay. Now good night. I try.
Yep.
Anybody keeping watch?
I will, and after my watch, I will take time to pray.
I will take care of the horses, of all of them.
Okay.
Pert will keep a watch as well.
All right. So, you rotate out watches, and between that and Zoe's alarm spell, you get a couple of scares in the middle of the night with some raccoons trying to come into your camp.
Late night snack.
Late night snack. Melis is happy. But the night passes without issue.
No connection is made.
Not tonight.
Okay.
Who would be taking watch with Rizwan?
One of the people with dark vision. So you can pick who, I guess.
Most likely Zoe. Yeah.
Yeah, he's always very clingy.
Okay. Just she spends pretty much the entire watch taking all of the braids out of her hair, and she tries to wash it off as best she can with the water skin, and then laboriously puts them all back in, and that probably takes like 2 hours.
You feeling okay, Rizwan? Wait, first question, and I assume Zoe will know. Is this normal for Rizwan or not?
No, she's probably never done it before.
You okay, Rizwan?
Yeah, I think there was still some horse spit in it.
Where did you get?
You would
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that fire was watching on her today.
Yeah, that's why she's like, where did you get? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's frustratingly perceptive for somebody who pretends to not be.
So did you have a nice talk about your death wish?
What death wish?
Zoe just glares at Rizwan.
Death Wish 7, I wish I was dead.
I mean, better me than the rest of you. It's not a death wish. I'm protecting you.
And if I did the same to you?
That would be silly. You have less armor. You're not as sturdy.
So it just pokes Rizwan. Goes for one of the spots she knows has been hurt before.
So the shoulder?
Yep.
It's always the shoulder.
That, like, she looks kind of hurt, actually, at that. Not, like, hurt, but, like, hurt.
Upset?
Yeah.
Remember, just because you're stronger doesn't mean you're... Just because I'm not as strong as you doesn't mean I'm weak. And just because you have more armor doesn't mean you can't get hurt too.
It's what I'm good at.
You're good at more than just that. And I feel like Zoe has a hairbrush out. I realize it's not in Zoe's list of stuff, but I have a feeling Zoe has a hairbrush. Have you seen her hair?
Yeah, she needs
No,
one.
it's hiding under the hat.
No, it's not. That actually comes down. Just something happened to you, I would not. Just no.
I've been doing this my entire life. I promise you nothing will happen to me.
Stare.
Because if something happens to me, I can't make sure that nothing happens to you.
You're not Amos.
I don't get that. Amos?
It's a reference to a sci-fi book, but we're gonna go with it's a reference to a book Zoe's read in this world.
Gotcha. Then I nod and pretend like I know what you're talking about.
Snore.
Once they're done, Zoe puts her hat on Rizwan's head.
She wears it for the rest of watch.
So, do you want a perception check from us, Jamie?
I already said that nothing happened except for the raccoons.
No.
Late night snack from Ellis.
Sorry, you're right, you did.
It's okay.
I believe we are finished with our conversation.
All right. And not too long after, light starts to be visible through the trees, and everybody starts to wake up.
Good morning. Who wants shrooms?
Dear God, no. So he pulls out a dried meat and
Yeah, I
hands
pulled
some
some
of it
dried
to
meat.
Riz.
Pert splits some hardtack.
Ama?
Sure.
Yay! I make shroom salad for both.
Is there any parts of raccoons left?
There's probably some fur around.
That's not very tasty. Yeah, grumble rations.
I need to learn how to cook better meal for you guys.
That's gonna take a while.
Take a while. Okay, moving on.
I guess let's get up and follow that trail.
Remember, think like a boar.
So in this book I read as a kid, they had these things called airships. I wish we had one of those. Jamie, just to clarify, airships are not a thing, right?
They are.
They are a thing.
They are. I know they're a thing in the world, but I didn't think they were a thing in our area.
They are.
Not in your area, but they are in other parts of the world.
Well, Zoe believes they're just a story.
Okay. That's fair. All right. So you all are going to attempt to follow the trail?
Yes.
All right.
I'm on Perdon front.
I am going to need a survival roll. And it's going to have to be a good one.
Oh.
Well.
Is that apply for good one?
That's pretty good. I'm just looking through the ranger stuff.
Right, I should open my spell slots back up.
Okay. So with Emma and Pert in the lead, you all head through the clearing and into the trees on the other side. And Emma, now that Pert has sort of pointed these tracks out to you, you can definitely, because you are a ranger, you can tell that a person, a humanoid of some sort, made these. And it was probably like maybe 3 days that they were through here. You, both of you, take quite a bit of time to try to find this trail, and there's a couple of points where you are following something and then realize, oh no, that's not the trail. Got to backtrack. So what took the boars like 20 minutes of just charging through the forest to find, it takes you like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It is very, very slow going. Even this back here. But eventually you come to something that you assume was probably the thing that the boars found. You come to a break in the trees, and in front of you, you see a large black pit. probably like 300 feet in diameter. The ground kind of gently curves down and then falls away, and then it just disappears, and there's this empty nothingness. You cannot see the bottom.
Oh, this was the thing.
I grab a stick and cast light on it and throw it in the pit.
Give me a perception roll.
With advantage because we're all seeing?
Sure. I just wanted
Yeah, my
Cabana
bad.
to roll it. You cast light on the stick and throw it down. And after about 40, 50 feet, you can't see it anymore. As like it just disappears into blackness.
That's a deep pit.
That's not natural.
The light radius of light is only about 30 feet.
Yes, exactly. Light radius might only be 30 feet, but it's 30 feet. If we can't see a stick 30 feet away from us, something's wrong.
No, she said 40 or 50 feet.
Yes, I'm saying if we still can't see the stick 40 or 50 feet down, something's wrong.
I mean, we are not looking directly down because we need to be ways away. Just it has a slope at the beginning, right? That's what you say, Jamie?
Yes.
So it will have curved out of our view.
I mean, we can see the other side of the trees 300 yards away.
It's a black pit.
Yes,
There's no
exactly.
light.
Wait, 300 yards? That's ginormous.
Yes, and you can see across that. So you understand why I'm saying 50 feet down, disappearing stick means magic?
No, you need trigonometry, dude.
Yeah, I would disagree. I think you're.
Is the slope as such that it could be walked down?
It's like the slope is pretty steep for about like maybe 10 or 15 feet, and then it's just a sheer drop.
I can transform. No, I cannot.
I think I might be the lightest here. You guys want to lower me in?
We should have enough rope.
Perd, if you want, you can roll an Arcana check.
No, I'm asking actual real-life Viking physics.
Then that would be a nature check. Yeah, something about this isn't right.
Okay, because, like I said 4 times in the conversation, you can see things 40 feet away from you. Oh god, I hope none of you are blinder than I am, because I can see shit 40 feet away from me.
I'm blinder than you are.
Okay, then you've convinced
I'm
me.
also blinder than you are.
I mean,
Look at
no,
Zoe.
I can't focus, but I can still see shit.
Moving on.
Anyways, Pert makes a big point about no. The fuck.
Maybe someone's hiding something down there.
It's not a good way to hide things. It's really obvious.
Not many people come along in a forest, Bert.
True. Still don't like this.
And
Not
most
right.
people would look at a black pit, and of course it's not right. We were dealing with a wizard.
Zoe is tying ropes together that she's getting from people.
So you're not going down the magic pit without knowing what's down in the magic pit.
Yeah, but we're gonna need a rope anyway.
Just... I will take the rope. I'll go to where it goes sheer down. And I'll just use the lantern to see if I can't see anything down there.
Oh, the lantern. Good point.
Wait, before that, can you send the owl?
I like your idea about lowering the lantern.
We'll see what happens after. Well, no, Owl can see in the dark. Zoe sends Owl.
Okay.
I cheer
you.
you. Ooh,
Never-
owl!
Y'all again.
Worst
Give
case
me a
scenario, I can
second.
summon Owl back.
Are you looking through Owl's eyes?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So your owl flies flies down into the darkness. And indeed, after about 30 or 40 feet, like it's just dark, 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 dark. And then all of a sudden the darkness goes away.
So, like, normal sight has returned?
Yes.
Is it still just like shh, going?
Sorry, I'm trying to go back and forth between the PHP and my notes.
No worries.
So looking through your owl's eyes, you see, there is indeed like an actual pit here. But you can see like at the bottom of it, it is, like nice manicured grass. You see some trees and like from the angle of the owl, you think you can see a garden behind this like kind of quaint 2-story wooden house that has like those Japanese style curved roofs and painted wooden pillars. I can put a picture in Discord if y'all have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yes,
I
please.
would like to see picture either way.
Picture.
So as Zoe's flying, when she has a moment, or I guess she doesn't really fly, she just kind of tags along. She's repeating this back to people.
Nothing in the darkness affected the owl. That's good to know, at least. Let's
Well,
hope
the
there's-
darkness affected the owl, and then she got past it.
No, I meant there wasn't something in the darkness that jumped out and ate the owl.
I'm assuming it was kind of like passing through a layer.
The owl does have flyby, so
Zoe, if like as the owl's flying around, you can kind of look, or it can look up like towards the sky, and you still see daylight.
it's a one-way darkness. We're going down there.
How far is it?
Zoe, you would estimate probably 100 feet to the bottom.
We're gonna need 3 lengths of rope.
Well, you have my rope.
I guess we just ticket the horses and tie off a rope to a tree and
Yep.
Okay.
Not a horse gets a horse leader?
not a horse keeps watch.
Over the other horses.
And for other things because I can communicate with it telepathically to a mile away.
I explained to the other horses that they will be alone for a bit and obey not a horse.
All right.
Pert will offer to go down the rope first.
Okay.
Zoe disregards that, being like, no, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and go down first.
I
It's
can
clearly
stand
a-
on guard and protect you if I go down first.
But can you see a magic trap that's you're about to trip?
No, that's why I'm just going to go down the rope and stand guard directly in front of the rope.
While the two of you are having this conversation, where's the rope?
Tied off to a tree.
Nowhere near Rizwin. It's
Is
in
it-
Zoe's hand as she was the one tying it.
Swan dive.
Zoe has been around Rizwin long enough to know her ploys.
Pert will go first. And falls on his ass.
So you're lowering the rope and gonna scale down, or is somebody?
I'm going
Assumed he would
down
just
with the rope, but
go down with the rope.
Okay, so you're like rappelling down the cliff face.
yeah.
All right. You get most of the way to the bottom, and then your feet miss the rock. Like it kind of concaves in, and you don't quite get the push off that you wanted, and you end up just like flipping over, like ass over tea kettle, and falling down the rest of the way, taking 5 points of damage as you land on your ass.
So
I
Sorry.
superhero land instead, but still take the 5 points of damage.
Yes, you do the 3-point landing, and you're like, oh my knee.
The last 10 feet are a killer.
I'm going to suggest that you probably take the 5 points of damage because you tried the superhero landing.
Yeah. Tried to be
So-
cool, but literally no one could see him.
Yes.
So the reason Zoe can hear the crashing, or can Zoe hear the crashing?
Zoe can
Or
see it
just,
through the
like,
owl's
no
eyes.
sound?
You hear a bit of a thud, and then a oh.
So Zoe pulls back up the rope, makes a harness, asks the nice strong people to help her down.
And the strong people oblige.
Yeah.
Is not moving from his spot, but he is investigating the area without moving anywhere.
All right.
You might,
We're well, I'll roll a separate one.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are doing it together, so okay then.
God.
She's in a harness.
I will say, referring back to 3.5, there was a skill called Use Rope. Use Rope was a skill level 10 challenge. The idea being, hey, anyone who's taking their time can competently climb a rope.
That's fair. Well, have you tried to climb a rope, David?
Yes,
She's
I'm
not
an
climbing,
incredibly
she's-
fat person.
She's being lowered.
Yes. So Pert, you with your 26 investigation, you're just kind of like staying in place, like trying to wait for the pain to dissipate while you take a look at this place. And you can now see there's a few trees in the corner and this like nice, like manicured lawn basically in the house. And you see the stick that Camille threw, still with the light spell on it, laying in the grass about 30 feet from you.
If it
And
wa-
then you feel a weight settle down on you as Rizwin and Camille lower Zoe directly on top.
We can't see what we're doing.
Pert will pet her foot and say, okay, do you see anything or can I move?
So Zoe did cast the detect magic
Oh yes.
before getting lowered down.
As you were lowered down, you could sense like this layer of darkness that is indeed the magic. And specifically, there was like a point on the rock wall that sort of emanated that magic, but because it was so dark, it was really hard to, like, you couldn't see what it was. It's magical darkness.
High rune that Zoe will not blow up for once.
Also, Zoe doesn't have double-sided arrow.
No. Tiefling gets dark vision.
But yeah, you are lowered down, and then all of a sudden, directly below you, gently lowered on your back.
Breaking
You're
up.
really breaking up.
Uh-oh.
Try again.
How about now? How about now?
Fine. Seems fine.
Yeah.
Better.
Okay.
It sounds more like internet than your mic isn't activating. Maybe try changing the Discord location.
I got a feeling it's just Jamie's internet.
Me too.
Yeah, it's likely.
Everybody else is fine, so I don't think it's the location.
You seem to be fine, so try your line again.
Okay. I don't remember what I said. Oh, so you are gently lowered onto Pert's back.
Can I make an athletics check to see if I could just stand there?
Sure.
Oh, this is gonna be
Make an
bad.
acrobatics check. Make an acrobatics check. All right, Pert, you feel 2 points of contact as Zoe is now standing on your back.
She is now officially the tallest party member.
Oh,
Finally!
we need to all make a tower.
I
No,
begin
we
climbing down the rope.
Zoe unties herself, does the jerk to be like clear, and moves out of the way.
All right,
So,
Pert, you limp out of the way behind her.
I look at Amalus and look down at Melis and kind of like raise my eyebrows. Hmm?
Come on, can you carry Melis?
Not on your life.
I mean, we have done this harness thing before.
And I would argue that Melis is familiar with this routine now.
Yeah, he looks at the rope and then looks at Amalus and his ears are kind of...
Also, imagine that we don't have a pulley, so the harness goes directly down. He needs to walk this slope and kind of jump. and
Melis is going to just hang there limply.
We had to push Melis with the 50-foot pole, but just go.
Poor kitty.
Yeah.
You know that cat that just flops down when they're in a harness and just does not move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining.
All right. Do we successfully get Melis down?
Between the two of you, I'll say sure. The only people who are going to have to make a roll, I think, now are the ones, or whoever is at the end repelling themselves.
That would be the four of us.
The four of us are last.
Okay.
So, okay, no.
I'll.
Kathana,
it's either going to be Rizwin or I, since we
Yeah.
both have high athletics.
Camille and Rizwin get fire, and Emma and Melis down.
Okay.
And then Rochambeau for it.
Yeah, high roll. Roll 20. Roll 120.
Yep.
I'm heavy. Okay.
Pert will anchor the other end of the rope because it's the best he can do.
Haha.
Alright.
That's how you get landed on again.
That's why I'm anchoring it. I'm not standing directly underneath it.
You know, why don't you... I realize Zoe's not up there, so she can't say this, but why don't you ask Not a Horse to lower it down?
Because I have a stronger strength than not a horse.
Wow.
I see.
Dang. Alright. So, I assume it's going to be an athletics roll.
Yes.
Also, not a horse is still kind of dumb.
Dice don't fail me now.
It's your dice.
Haha.
Hey, they weren't your dice for once.
You've been rolling pretty good tonight, actually.
Yeah, I was saying, your attacks were...
Mm-hmm.
I have the
Yeah,
curse now.
you rappel down without issue. Now having the forewarning from Pert that the wall kind of curves away from the drop off at the last 10-15 feet. And you land at the bottom softly into the grass without issue.
I look just very slightly smug.
Alright, well, this is not what I expected.
So, like a normal human person, Zoe calls out, "Hello!" Not wanting to barge into somebody's house.
Oh yeah, does Zoe see lots of magic while she's down here?
You have a 30-foot radius for your spell. You do not sense any magic within 30 feet, but that house is farther away than that. Except for, the magic darkness up above.
And the light on a stick.
Yes.
Which I'll cancel.
And we all...
Jamie?
Mm-hmm.
Detect magic is 120 feet.
What? No, it isn't.
Nope, that's the spell magic. I'm looking at the wrong spell. Sorry.
Good God.
Heart attacks, why don't you?
You had me for a second. I was like, it is.
I've been playing this game wrong the entire time.
Ty is dumb.
That is a great cat, Cathanet.
All
My
right, the
cat
house
is
is
a-
like 100 feet away from you, 150 feet away.
So he heads in the direction of the house.
All right. Does everybody else follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you walk across this lawn, it's nice and soft, and your feet, they don't quite sink in as you walk, but they're definitely cushioned by the grass. This grass is like impeccable. Like some baby boomer would be just so thrilled by the neatness of this lawn.
Suburban lawn
Yeah.
purity. Like, it is the most suburban of lawns.
Does it have like the lines mowed into it?
It does not.
There's no crosshatch pattern.
There is no pattern to speak of. But also there are no weeds. There are no, like, singular blades of grass that are sticking out above the others.
Do I
But
dare?
it's not putting out any magical essence.
It is not.
Do I dare?
Do you dare what? And are you vocalizing this?
Nothing. Go on.
He's gonna turn into a cow and chew the lawn.
No, he's going to disrupt someone's perfectly trimmed area and be incredibly rude.
You don't know me.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
We're also your father.
This isn't your space fire. Don't play with it.
Okay.
So we are, I believe
Yeah,
Zoe is calling out hello.
Zoe calls out hello, and it sort of echoes throughout this cavern. And no sound replies to it.
By the time we reach the house, I walk up to the door and knock on it.
All right. You walk up the 2 steps onto this little wooden porch and up to the door that is painted red. And you knock. You don't hear anything.
I would like to surreptitiously just check if the door is locked. I do not want to open the door.
Just sort of turning the handle to test if it is locked.
The end of the sentence cut off, sorry.
It is locked.
Okay. I turn around to the rest of the group.
Zoe, you sense some magic within that house.
Just kind of shrug.
And as you turn around and shrug, like a distant crash was within the house.
Like things are falling over, people are panicking.
No, just like something got knocked over.
I knock again, slightly louder.
After a few seconds, you hear some stomping. And then you hear the latch click.
As I hear the latch, I take 2 steps back from the door.
Right, and the door flies open outwards. It's just inches away from hitting you in the nose. And standing in the door is a very irritated wearing this...
You cut out very irritated.
Very irritated.
No, a very irritated woman wearing this stark white robe, kind of like a bathrobe. There is almost this inhuman beauty about her. She has her straight black hair is ever slightly so messy. She has sort of a dark brown skin, and she, after the door flies open, she crosses her arms
Zoe holds up her hand and says, "Hello."
I
Please inform me why I shouldn't blast you to smithereens.
Because we actually got down here safely, and clearly that interests you.
Not particularly, no.
Sorry about the golems.
Excuse me.
we can share food.
What
Are
was
you
the
a
name of
Shala?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
She kind of like looks surprised at that. No.
What was the Shala's
Insight?
person's name?
Sure.
Sorry, brain. Where's my stupid? No insight.
She's definitely surprised to hear the name, but she doesn't seem to be lying when she says no.
I did write it down. What was the name of her friend?
Riamon? Is that who you mean?
No. There were two people left to go.
Oh.
Maeve was the other one.
Oh, that's right. I have that
Maeve?
written down on a different page.
Maeve was a
Maeve.
halfling, you know
Maeve
that.
was a halfling.
And this is definitely a human.
Okay.
In fact, let me. So I won't show you what she looks like yet.
I sort of explain as like we were sent out here sort of directionless, following the path of, quite frankly, a hero out of legend. And that path has led us here.
Well, I suppose you can't be complete idiots if you found this place.
Oh yes, we can.
I
Jerry's still out on that.
Well, very well. In you come. And she walks away from the door, as if expecting you to follow.
Hey,
So he follows because there's magic inside, and she's interested in this. Was the woman putting off any magic?
Yes.
Anything specific, or just she is magical?
She is hella magic.
Interesting.
From the descriptions that we have, does she look like one might assume is related to a Shala in some way?
You want to roll?
No, I'm just doing a thing. From the descriptions that you got of Ashala, she seems like very, very similar.
Nashala was a human, right?
Yes.
So, descended.
Sorry?
I'm guessing, my brain's guessing probably a descendant.
Do you all follow her in?
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
follow her.
All right.
Pert
So
lingers in
walking.
the doorway.
All right. Walking into this house. The interior is like lavish. Bookshelves are lining all of the walls except for the wall with this very fancy fireplace. There's a feather duster dusting one of the bookshelves all by itself. A ceramic cup full of some steaming hot dark liquid floats its way over towards the woman. She settles down on this pure white chaise lounge and takes the cup and sips it. There doesn't seem to be anywhere else for you to sit.
That's fine.
Is there floor in front of her?
Yes, the very fancy like area rug.
So think Persian
So he
rug.
sits.
Her eye kind of twitches when you sit, but she doesn't immediately say anything. Well,
Ma'am, how familiar are you with the city of Marialpa?
I was there once when I was a child.
Well, you seem to, I'm guessing, sorceress of some kind, given the floating feather duster and the floating mug of tea.
And how much magic she's putting off of her?
Sure, Zoe, I can't see that. We were sent here because the wards failed around the city. Someone broke the crystal that was protecting the city. And we were sent here to obtain what was believed to be the spare crystal that Shala, right?
Yeah. Quasta, you're jostling your mic a bunch.
Sorry, I was doing a thing.
That Shala and Maeve took away from the city. And our path led us here.
So you just decided to wander around the forest and
It tends to work for us.
Basically,
What
yes.
we do.
and you think I might know where this is.
I think that Providence and the gods have delivered us here for a reason, and it would behoove us to follow those leads.
Plus,
When
there was a
when
trail
you say
leading to your hole.
when you say Providence and the gods, she kind of like looks you up and down very obviously.
I just cock an eyebrow. Let her figure it out for herself.
I see. And which of the immortal shitheads?
What was the last words there? After shitheads?
Which do you follow?
The Watcher.
He doesn't tell who he is.
No, he's dead.
Yes, I remember him. You're quite a ways away from home.
Things are happening in the world. And I'm needed here.
Things are always happening in the world.
No, things are really happening in the world. And the name Kiral sound familiar at all?
Can't say that it does.
Demon Lord.
How about Bishaba?
Yes, that one I have heard.
To be fair, Nibbles, we have no proof that the shop was involved at all.
I mean, you could tell that to Rizwan. Rizwan thinks it is.
I would have probably said that at some point if we had any discussions.
She sits back in her chair. Well, sounds like you all are on quite the adventure, and sips her tea.
Uh-huh. Well, if you have any information, we would greatly appreciate it, and then we will get out of your hair.
Well, I have no use for your appreciation.
I'm sorry to be rude. It's better we were rude. Hi, I'm Fire, and this is Bert, and this is Ama, and this is Kamel, and this is Zoe, and this is Rizwin. What's your name again?
My name is Estrella.
Estrella. Pleased to meet you.
Does that name ring a bell at all?
It does not.
I have some books you might be interested in reading.
I highly doubt that. Now, it does so happen that I know where the thing you're looking for is.
Yay.
But that information does not come for free.
Or does.
How about 50,000 gold?
Start counting with my hands.
How much do we have at the bank?
Not that much.
This much, put my hands up.
I see.
You're going to
one
need a
of-
few more hands for that.
You're one of those people.
I don't
She just
believe
kinda
that you
smiles.
want. Zoe looks at her and be like, I don't believe you want gold. You don't live in a dark hole and want for money. You want something else. Let's just go to what you want.
This far from civilization, gold's value
I
drops.
actually wouldn't mind the gold. Gold is nice.
Looks around. Uh-huh.
There's definitely a couple like gold chalices sitting on a bookshelf.
Pert is totally
Can-
in the same chapter as Zoe with the, yeah, she doesn't actually want the fucking gold.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Sure. She
wants the gold.
She is very cocky and confident, and it's hard to get anything off of her.
So, you like magic stuff, right?
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah, sure. I happen to have a magic stuff. Maybe it's worth the money that you want.
I look
I
at
could-
Bart like he's crazy.
And I pull out the Hydra heart.
Oh.
This is hella magical and hella hard to find. And
So I thought you said staff. Like,
Stuff.
no, my stuff.
Well, let's see. She holds out her hand.
Insight check. I don't know if
Sure.
I trust her.
Oops. Hang on. It's hard to tell.
I get a fire nod.
Okay. I'll give it to her.
She takes it and sort of looks it over with one hand while the other hand is still holding. Well, this could be something very useful and very valuable after I invest much time and much energy into that.
Well, I think you have time. Don't you?
Also, anything worthwhile takes time and energy.
I suppose that's true.
Also, she holds it with one hand. It weighs 70 pounds.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
In that case, she holds it with both hands and her teacup floats in the air.
Okay.
I forgot
Oh.
about that.
Zoe is studying the teacup.
You don't need to be doing that. It's fine on its own.
She
I'm
said
just
studying.
trying to figure out how.
Oh, studying it? This is an unseen servant.
One moment.
The teacup's an unseen servant?
No, there is an unseen servant holding the teacup.
I believe you said that there were bookshelves in this room, yes?
Mm-hmm.
How, like, can I just sort of, while they're talking, possibly wander around or at least glance over the shelves and see what the most represented language among titles is?
Sure. Give me a perception check. Looking around, you see what languages does Riswin know?
Is werewolf
Here.
a language?
I can look at your sheet.
Cough, cough.
Demonic.
You see
Deep
Um,
speech.
probably the most represented language is Common. And there are some other books that you recognize that are in languages other than and there are a lot of books that are not in Common, but you think are different languages.
Do any of the titles that aren't in common, particularly that I can read, stand out to me at all?
I don't think so. At least not with a 12.
Hmm. And, like, what percentage are we talking here? Like, 10% or less?
There's probably like 40% of the books are common. And then the other 60% are many, many other languages.
Hmm.
All right, Ty's back.
I'm guessing probably just a smattering of every language.
Setting the heart down. Actually, she hands it back to you, Fire.
Thank you. Stuff it in bag.
That would do for part of your debt.
Okay.
What do you know of the history of... Is it just called the Empire, or did it have a full name?
The Empire of Fantra.
I thought there was another name, too.
Just
I
the city is Algalara.
The old
Yeah.
empire.
I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I say that. The history of the Empire of Sheras.
I've heard bits here and there.
Have you heard of the paranoia and madness that the Emperor succumbed to at the end of the Empire?
Why, yes, I did.
Would you be interested in the source of that?
Would I be interested in going mad? No, not particularly.
Would you be
There are
interested
many
in the
magic-
broken source of that?
Well, if it's broken, it's not much use to me, is it?
It's historical.
I pull out the two halves of the ruby. And I say, this gem was in the Emperor's crown when we found his shade.
She takes it. Are you handing her both halves or just one?
I mean, if she wants to examine both halves, I will give them to her, yes.
She'll take one half and examine it. Well, whatever magic was occupying this is long gone. It's kind of a shame. Oh well, and hands it back to you. As she does,
It's the most valuable thing I have.
Yeah, she takes the teacup back and sort of sits back thinking, fiddling with a necklace.
Does the necklace look special in any shape, way, shape, or form?
You can make a perception check. You can't tell, her hands are in the way.
Okay.
like there is a chain, but you can't tell like what the pendant or whatever on the end is. She says, "How about?" And this is a very favorable deal, I must say. I will take that heart, and you accompany me back to Marielda. It's been many years since I've been there. I can't say it's my favorite city, but it has its charms.
Can I try to do another insight to, I don't know, see if she's evil and gonna go and blow up the city?
Sure.
Jamie is far too happy with that. Sure.
Yeah.
Even with that roll, she is very hard to read.
I mean, so the heart and going with you back, and you give us the direction of, like, the location of the crystal? You don't have it, right?
Well, I can tell you where it is.
Okay, and do you think we can get the crystal and then go back with you? Or we need to go back like now?
No, I think that that you'll be able to go back with the crystal and me.
Are you the crystal?
No.
Zoe is eyeing this woman up and down.
I don't see I look and think, buddy. That doesn't sound that bad.
Well, she's not a demon, or undead, or celestial.
She kind of like looks down at her robes and says, "Not last I checked."
Can't be too careful.
I, for one, think
very
this is a
important
wonderful
question.
idea.
How is she reacting to an owl and a cat in her house?
She seems pretty non-phased by it. The feather duster does go from the bookshelf to sweep up the dirt that Melis has tracked in.
Makes sense.
Also, a question for Mist. How is Almas reacting? How would Almas react to an owl riding its back?
Hmm. I'm not sure how Melis would react. Hmm. I mean, if it's not the first time the owl has tried it, we might just ignore it. But if it was the first time the owl tried it, we might take a swipe at it. Because, nom nom.
I think by now she would have learned that owl is not. Because if she caught her, it would have been just. It disappeared into nothingness.
And it would
Yeah,
have been
if he's tried it before, then yeah, he'd just ignore it.
I think Zoe might be getting bored with this conversation because this lady seems annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And probably goes over and tries to read the book. I will remind you that Zoe can read any language.
All right. Just let me check something. Oh, that's the wrong way. You go over and read the books. Please make a perception check.
You said perception?
Yes.
God dang it, I really need to take that as a skill.
I'm kind of ruling with the fact that Camille is not perceptive.
Looking over the, getting a little closer to the bookshelf, you find a couple of books that are written in primordial that seem to talk about like elemental planes or something. But as you're sort of getting closer to the book, she kind of notices you doing this and just sort of waves her hand, and you feel a tug on your body. Make a strength saving throw.
She
Strength
within 10
check.
feet.
I was gonna say, dang it, Jamie.
Strength check. Sorry. You feel yourself just gently slide back to the rest of the group. And she says, "Now that's rude."
Taking an interest in other people's home decoration is not rude. It is considered polite.
Reading other people's belongings is rather rude. I have a very nice fireplace behind you that you...
Can I
Cut out
sit on
again.
it?
The fireplace?
Yeah.
I stop him. I just put my hand on his chest, give him the biggest glare. No.
So do we
don't
have
let
a
me
deal or
have
not?
Any fun? I say yes. What did the rest say?
I think we're gonna kill a bunch of people, so yeah, let's go for it.
There's also says yes.
I say yes because the greater good determines that the city needs to be protected.
Excellent. Ooh, I haven't done this in many years.
He does not trust her at all.
You just want to go and get, I don't know, food.
Uh-huh.
What are you planning on buying?
I have a question, Jamie.
Yes.
You're still in her voice. Does this lady possibly remind Zoe of some of the other families she might have grown up around? Just the way that she acts?
She acts very much like she is used to sort of being the top dog in any situation, which you are familiar with.
I left home to get away from some of this shit.
I tried to chit chat with her. Like, so where are you going? What do you want to see? You're interested in, like, I don't know, the food, and what are you going to buy?
First,
I saw an interesting shop that sells scissors.
I let
Shut up.
fire go.
first business. Please hold. And she gets up from the chair, leaving her still slightly steaming cup of tea hanging in the air, and walks away from you deeper into the house. About 10 seconds pass, and you hear her start walking back. And as she comes back, she is holding what looks like a bag. Just like a normal sort of like over-the-shoulder bag. And she sort of shows you the bag, puts her hand inside and says, "Crystal." And pulls out a fist-sized, clear, like completely transparent crystal that is, has like maybe, it is sort of like a general diamond shape, like the save crystals in Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Like the ones we saw.
Yeah, but very rough hewn. Like each side, instead of like 4 sides, is like 30.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls it up and shows it to you and says, I believe this is what you're looking for. And drops it back in the bag.
Neat. See, easy, guys.
How much for the bag?
It's not for sale.
Where do I get one of those?
Well, you could make it.
How?
Yes, Cathan had very much something like that.
We need a ninja island.
Estrella looks you up and down, Zoe, and says, well, if you're good, perhaps I'll teach you.
Can I get you a cup of tea?
She smiles and holds her hand out.
I'm not sure what you're looking for from that, Jamie.
There's still a cup of tea hanging in the air.
Okay. So she held her hands out in the direction of the tea.
Yes.
As is gesturing towards the teacup.
Zoe is now annoyed that she will have to be on her best behavior.
Well, I have to be.
She wants that bag.
Well, if that's the case, then we'll leave whenever you are ready. I presume you have a simpler way of getting out of your burrow.
I do. I imagine the rest of you are going to have to climb.
Wouldn't be the first
Or
time,
whatever
won't be the
other way
last
you
time.
got down here. Give me 1 hour, please. And every time she says please to you, she has this like sort of smug smile like you don't have a choice.
I already hate her.
I think we can use that hour to climb up, so...
Yeah,
that
we'll
works
meet you
for
up
us.
top.
Excellent. Shoo shoo. And she makes the shooing hand motion.
Hey, Riswin, you might want to get Zoe out of here.
On the way out, I whispered, like when we are outside, I whispered to Kamau, so I'm okay with her, but I noted that you didn't like it. Are you sure you don't want shrooms in her garden?
You know what? Clap him on the shoulder. You do you, buddy.
As you all exit the door behind you, and you hear the door shuts behind you as you all exit the house, and whoever is last hears the click of the lock behind you. You have 1 hour.
Let's start climbing.
All right. Fire, did you want to go put mushrooms in her garden?
I find like a corner that's not easy to seal. Like not easy to see.
Does Rizwin notice him doing this?
Make a perception check.
Yeah,
sorry, Katana?
I was going to say, I wanted to make a suggestion to Quasta in case he's not thinking past shrooms. Give me a nice slime mold.
I mean, if you want to be really neat, I can just rot in the garden.
He said, do you. I'm just, the player is giving you options outside of, like, button mushrooms.
Yeah. If Fire's not trying to hide what he's doing, so you notice him.
Okay, I'll just walk over and very gently put a hand on his shoulder and say, she does still have the choice to stop helping us, you know.
Okay. No one likes a prank here.
She doesn't seem like the kind of person that would appreciate a prank.
Yeah, but Kamel looks like the kind of person that would like a prank on her.
I'm gonna
Well, he-
climb.
Doesn't get everything he wants. And then I head over towards the rope.
So who does get everything they want?
Camille.
He doesn't care one way or the other.
It's Cathanid that wants to see this.
It's Camille going. Sometimes people need to be taken down a peg, or 5.
I could blow off her door so easily.
And we're herding everyone towards the rope.
Yep.
All right. So, Fire, you have abandoned the mushroom plan?
Yeah.
All right. You do see a very nice looking garden in the back, but instead of spreading mushrooms around it, you go back to the rope.
I suppose either Camille or I will have to go up first.
Yes. Yeah, whoever's going up first and whoever's going up last. Actually, no, not last. Whoever's going up first needs to make an athletics check.
No, you know
All
what?
right.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Walking. I just put my finger in the ground and cast the thing, and I put like shrooms. Actually, kind of the you don't look them, and you just see the pop up thing when they're mating season, so to speak. I don't know how to say it.
The spores.
Yeah. So I leave the untraceable shroom inside, so it will pop
Alright.
off after.
Okay. So she will have shrooms in her lawn later.
When she comes
Yes.
back.
All right. So whoever is going up the rope first.
I got it. No, I don't. Still not used to climbing in full plate armor.
Yep. You get about 15 feet down, and just that the way that wall kind of curves around, and you can't quite get any purchase with your feet. You end up sliding back down the rope, and you take 2 points of burn damage to your hands.
Through my gauntlets?
Ouch. Ouch.
I have a question. Is this strictly athletics, or can acrobatics get up to?
It's athletics to climb.
There.
I'm not climbing this. I wild shape into a giant spider and go up.
All right.
And I don't go up right away. I just be with them, but I can kind of go up and down.
All right. And then between Camille and Fire, everybody else gets up the rope safely. Melis included. Melis is unhappy.
Yeah.
A mood.
Mm-hmm.
Once we're at the top, if there's time, can I attempt to locate a pair of critters and offer one to Melis?
Sure. Make a perception check.
Just to try to calm him down.
Imagine that point where she needs to pass, like the drop is over and she needs to get into the slope, and she's just hanging there, so kind of being pushed. Oh.
Yeah.
It's just being dragged over the lip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Poor kitty.
Poor kitty.
Poor kitty.
You notice a couple of sparrows flying overhead.
Sparrows are kind of small. But if that's all I can see. Jeez.
Good God.
Didn't mean to do Great Weapon Master on that.
Two birds with one dagger.
I will offer them both to Melis since they're so small.
All right.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah. Melis seems to perk up pretty quickly. And everybody else gets back up. You figure you probably have like another 10 or 15 minutes of waiting.
Just get the horses ready, get saddled. Get in the
Zoe,
saddle.
Zoe casts alarm on the hole.
The whole hole?
She's not gonna come out the hole.
I know, but I think so. We couldn't figure out what else. It's like maybe.
Can you cast alarm on my bag? So
It
maybe.
doesn't last that long. I don't think, anyways. Let me
Okay.
double check that.
Last night you sleep, no sleep?
Last 8 hours.
I'm not that attached to the heart, but I'm attached to the idea that maybe she just steal it and leave us with nothing. I don't know.
Zoe, make a. What would this be? An Arcana check.
Okay. Do I know what I'm checking for, or you just
Nope.
want-
Nope. I just want an Arcana check. With a 14, you're not entirely sure. Like, she's a very hard person to read, but you think that if she wanted to take that, she.
Cut out
you
again.
cut out? But I assume she would have taken it.
Yeah, if she wanted to take it, she probably could.
Fire. She literally just pulled me back away from the bookshelf. If she wanted that, I'm not sure we could stop her.
Okay. So. Oh, wait. And I see it on the floor.
Fire, get on your horse.
Yes, Dad.
So,
I just need to check something real quick here.
I have a question when
Yes.
you're ready.
Okay, that works. Go ahead.
Rizwin's horse, can it take a Zoe and Rizwin?
Do you voice this question to Rizwin?
I guess
Voice it
so.
out loud and gentle.
Rizwin suggests that Asir will be busy doing something else.
Also, she's more than capable of getting her own mount if she wanted.
Zoe is trying to suck up to get the goddamn bag.
And Kamail's trying to not let her be a prissy princess.
Rizwin is also trying to suck up.
We have a spare horse if she needs one.
No, we don't.
She is not going to ride a pack mule. Zoe is also not going to ride a pack mule.
I have pack horse.
I actually missed what you said, by the way, Nibbles. It didn't come. I didn't hear it clearly.
I said, yeah, Rizwin is also trying to suck up.
No, before that, when Zoe asked if her horse could take us both.
Yeah, she would have said something along the lines of, I was intending to offer her to her.
Roll my eyes at both of you. Sit on my mountain. Rude.
Your horse your mount likes me more.
No, he doesn't. He just said so.
After about another 5 minutes, you hear a pop, and Estrella is standing next to the group of you. She is wearing a very similar outfit that's in her picture. These like pink like very bright pink robes with sort of gold and white
What picture?
trim.
Picture?
Didn't I?
Hi, it didn't show to us that we do have a relevant NPC.
NPCs.
Oh.
No, she's pretty.
Usually, when you give us something, it pops up.
Mm-hmm. But this time it didn't.
Huh.
So that is what she looks like. And she has her hair done up in this um, gathered ponytail with all of these like gold hair ornaments. And she says, "Are we ready to go?"
Sure.
Excellent. I assume this is mine, she says, pointing to the horse that doesn't have anybody on it.
There are two currently. Whose does she point at?
There is the mule and pack horse.
No, there's Muffin.
And this year.
She points to Asir.
Do I get the feeling that she would have any trouble getting up onto the horse?
You are unsure. She doesn't look very strong, but she's also very...
Okay. I hand her the reins and then stay close enough that I can help if necessary, but
Sure.
I don't immediately offer help.
She puts a hand out as though sort of assuming that you're going to...
Okay. I'll do like the kneel down to make the leg a step kind of motion.
Sure. She grins and says, "Thanks, dear," and sits up on the horse side saddle.
That requires a special saddle, Jamie.
Does it?
A lot of the time, yeah.
Okay. Well, then never mind. She sits like a regular person.
All right.
Shall we be on our way?
Gotta grunt and
Club, 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 club.
All right. And as all of you cart your or direct your horses away, now with an added person to your party, we're gonna call it there.
One very important question for Ty.
Gar.
Is Rizwin riding a pack horse?
I'm not sure Muffin could take us both. It is Zoe sized.
Ah, that's true.
I have a pack horse.
Actually, seeing the two of you kind of try to get on Muffin and then
No, I wouldn't try to.
Estrella puts a hand down to you, Riswin, and says, "You're welcome to join me."
Aha. Okay. I do that then.
Getting really friendly there.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Riswin is riding with Estrella.
Presumably behind her.
Yes, Estrella is in front.
She does not seem to be like the type of person that would let somebody else steer.
Oh.
I let you know now, Jamie.
Uh-huh.
Fire's gonna talk the shit out of that character.
I look forward to it.
and I'm not gonna stop him.
Hey, Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
We level up.
You did not.
But we got the crystal.
We haven't brought it home.
We haven't finished the quest yet.
Damn it.
So, what'd you think?
Thanks, I hate her.
Thanks, I love her. And also, I think you did a very good job with the voice.
Thank you. I was so... This is the first time I've done a serious accent on a character. I was so freaking nervous for like 3 weeks.
Biggest thing about accents is just enunciation.
Yeah.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the bog.
I heard that as Banely.
Calm down there, Eliza.
So yeah, I think in the next few weeks I'll sort of settle into it a bit better. But
Oh, we're gonna be with it for multiple weeks. Good.
well, maybe.
I like her, but I'm worried because it's too easy to be truth.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think she will just go there and blow the city, but something's gonna happen. And I don't know what.
Only one way to find out.
I'm so excited.
I want that goddamn bag.
Not
Yeah, I know
getting
you
it.
do.
You're not gonna give me that bag. I know it though. You said a long time ago we're not getting one.
Well, we'll see. I didn't say you were never getting one.
You just need to steal it.
Or you need to suck up to her real good.
Yeah, now that things are happening with Gamel, he's dealt with people like that his entire life, and he's just like,
Well, I'm an idiot because I didn't realize until this very moment that that was a bag of holding.
Really?
Nope. Which is fine. I don't think Rizwan probably even knows what one is.
Probably not. They are rather rare around here.
Maybe way to Carcomont somewhere.
Oh, I'm not sure Zoe understands what a bag of holding is. She just went, ooh, I don't have to go searching. I want it. The player, on the other hand, is like, dear God, I need another bag of holding.
So, okay, that's interesting then. Can you describe what it looks like? Or well, you don't have to. At some point, Rizun will sketch what it looks like.
Sure. It looks like an over-the-shoulder bag. It is probably also made of like white leather.
Sure, we can find a leather worker in Carcomont or in Marielda to make one that looks like it.
You could probably find one there too.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm so excited.
I'm also excited.
Is it
Nibbles,
next
do you
Is it next
remember? Can it please be next weekend yet? Do you remember I was talking to you on DMs a while ago, and I said that like there's an NPC coming up or there's something that I really want you to. I can't make you go there.
Yes, I do remember
This
that.
was her. This was her.
You gave us a hole. Of course we're gonna go in it.
No, but I couldn't make you go on this quest to get the thing. Was the thing.
We could have chosen to do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I realized that, I was like, no, I want her.
You gave a very compelling reason for us, at least my character, to go get the person.
I'm glad.
Yeah, some of the rest of us are less enthusiastic about that, but
Really? I thought Rizwan was very
Well-
enthusiastic about it.
yeah, it's not entirely. She's sort of on the grand scale of things enthusiastic about it, but on a personal level, not enthusiastic about it.
So, I have to ask, is this bag like a big traveling bag or like a little purse type?
It is smaller than a laptop bag, but not much smaller. Like a small laptop.
But bigger than a tablet bag. So between 10 and 14 inches.
So kind of like
Presumably, it would have registered as magic to Zoe as well, if she still had
yes.
Detect Magic up.
I think it would have been over by then, but she could just look at it and be like, magic.
Oh, it's magic.
If I had a compelling reason to have detect magic prepared, I would, but I just never.
Yeah,